Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at an amazing little HT. This is the Vero VRN75 Bluetooth programmable, GPS enabled handheld radio. Alright everybody, welcome back. So today we're taking a look at the VRN75 from Vero Telecom. You guys might remember the 50 watt rig that I reviewed a while back that was from them. That was the VRN7500, and that was the 50 watt dual band mobile radio. The whole head end was essentially your cell phone or your tablet. These are kind of different. These are only 440 radios so far, okay? That's what they're starting out with. These are just on the 440 band, the 70 centimeter band for ham radio. Okay, they are in the ham band, so they are, considered ham radio, amateur radios. They have a ton of features in them. So today is really just going to be a quick overview. We're going to go more in depth in these in a different video later on. But for now, I'm just going to show you them to start with because there's so many features in these, and it's going to take me a while to learn all the features as well. There are some features that I have learned, and they're very, very cool. Now, these come with GPS, so it's really cool if you're working like rescue or that kind of a thing. If you're doing any kind of outdoor work or hiking, and you're both hams, you can use these. They will send one location to the other radio, along with a text or voice message. That's very cool. You can set the intervals to how long you want them to communicate with one another. I'll give you a quick look at the radio. You can see what the interface looks like. And I think I have this one quick timeout, so the screen will go dark pretty quick on it. But you can see there's a ton of other features in here. There's a ton of other stuff that these can do. And you can connect them to a phone. But the cool thing about these, and where they differ from the 50 watt mobile rig, is that they can be programmed and used without your tablet or your cell phone. So that's kind of neat too. That's one of the things why, one of the reasons why I wasn't too crazy about the VRN7500 for a vehicle. For inside your house, they're awesome. But for a vehicle, you got to fumble around with a cell phone or a tablet or mount it, and you run into the issues, especially in states where you're not allowed to use your cell phone or touch it during driving. Kind of difficult to use. But for a house where I can walk around with my cell phone and at any point push a push to talk button and my radio transmits, that's pretty cool. I can go into the kitchen, make dinner while I'm talking on my radio. I don't have to sit by where my radios are. So these are kind of cool. Now, these are IP67 waterproof rated, so they're awesome for rainy or wet or flood conditions. If you work those kind of things, if you're in tornado, hurricane territory where it's flooding or raining, you're going to be good with these. To find the app, okay, there's two ways to find it. You can go to Google Play Store and search for the letters HT in capitals. It will be a green little bunch of circles, almost like a green target. That's the icon for the app. You can download it there. And for iOS, you go to the Apple Store. You search for BSHT. Same icon, same app really, does the same thing. First thing you're going to do is open up the app, and I will give you a quick tour of the app here on my cell phone. There you go. And these are all the frequencies I've programmed in. I've already got this connected. You can hear it moving up and down. You have low power, high power. You can do a single channel. Let's see if I got that on there. Oh, wrong radio. I forgot I had it connected to this one. You can do the single channel here. Let me show you that. See the single channel or dual channel? And that's just by clicking single or dual. So it's completely programmable and runnable by this. And this connects via Bluetooth. So there's no more funky looking for cables or drivers or anything like that. You simply connect your phone via Bluetooth to these radios or your tablet, whatever device you're going to use, and they will operate. So that's kind of cool. And the Bluetooth connection will stay connected. Now, you do have to remember to enable Bluetooth on your phone. That was one of my mistakes when I first got these. I'm like, why isn't this connecting? And I remembered I turned Bluetooth off. But what I do on this is I'll keep my location on here, my GPS on my phone, and I will keep that on there as well, the Bluetooth running. And once you pair these, you're good to go. You can connect to either one. So if I want to switch one of these, whoops, I hate when it does that. One of these I have named this one here, VRN75. They're both VRN75. I did change the name on one of them. So if I want to connect to this one, now I'm over here connected to that one. And I'm connected to that one. So if I want to switch back to my first one. See my primary VRN75? Whoop. And there we go. connected to that one now. And that one is being controlled. So, definitely a cool little system. It is a little difficult to do two of them on one phone because of the naming issue, but I'm going to rename them. Again, this is, like I said, this is a preliminary video. This is just for starters. We are going to test the transmission quality and the voice quality on them. I'm going to drive back to where I drove before. It's about 0.8 miles away from my house. We're just going to transmit on the National Simplex frequency and see how they sound. I'm not going to do a ton of video from there. I'm just going to transmit it, leave this camera here running so you can hear what it sounds like. And we are going to show you how they do the connections with your location, which is very, very cool. You can connect to one, and as you can set it to beacon every 30 minutes, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever, and you can send your location data and the direction you're heading to the other radio. So that's really, really handy. You can set up entire groups of teams. So at any point, I can go here. I don't know if this is the one I did it on. Yep. See Iridium 1? That was me back, I don't know, a while back there. And that is my location data 7 minutes ago. So it's transmitting it back and forth via this radio to that radio. And it's giving me location data. So that way I know where I'm going, my coordinates and everything, and what direction I'm headed in, and about how many meters away I am from the person in front of me or behind me. So we are going to try out the voice quality on these, and we're going to check them out. Let me give you some stats on them first. First of all, these are UHF only, from 400 to 470. You got an output power of less than 4 watts. You got your channel spacing, your bandwidth, either 25 kilohertz or 15.5 kilohertz. Your operating voltage is 3.7 volts, and your battery capacity is 5,200 milliamp hours. It does have a Type C charging port. They do charge up very, very quickly. You can function them completely from the app. I will go over here and press the talk button. 1, 2, 3, 4. W6UTC test. And you can hear it echoing, but yes, you can transmit from there. And actually will show you my street address. I don't want to focus on that too much so people don't come visit me that aren't invited. But it does have my coordinates on here, and that was 3 minutes ago, as of 3 minutes ago. So it is kind of a neat little system. There are, like I said, there are so many features on this. This does repeater, you can do crossband. This does through the internet, you can do a repeater. There's so many different features on this that it is going to take a while for me to learn all of them. But since these are brand new, I wanted to get the info out to you guys. So what I'm going to do right now is get in my car, drive down the street. I'm going to leave this one running right here. And make sure you can see the screen. And I'm going to transmit on the National Simplex there, the 446500. And we're going to listen and see what it sounds like. So let me set the camera up and get out there, and we'll test it out.
Okay, this is W6UTC. I am testing out the VGC handheld radios. Just giving you a little audio test to see what they sound like. I am recording on the other end, so if anybody's listening, feel free to pop on. But if not, we're going to just see what they sound like. Alright, and that's it. W6UTC. Finished test.
Alright, so you got a nice little audio test on there. These do sound very nice. And the microphone is located right up there by the speaker. You can see my location data that was sent along when I was transmitting. I've named that other HT Iridium 1. That's going to be Iridium 2. So when we get all that set up, I'll show you some more stuff on it. It does have the side here for your headphone and speaker. It does use that two dual plug there, and you will have to unscrew that to do that. Make sure that you put that down there flush, flat, and you have the seals really, really well sealed up so that you don't get any water in there. However, this will connect with Bluetooth microphones, Bluetooth speakers. It's a really, really cool multi-use system, and I'm telling you, this for the price on these, that's pretty amazing. Now, I will give you a link down below on Vero's website. They are $139.95 each, so that's going to be about $140 for a really decent 440 radio. Now, I am sure in the future that there will be a dual band 2-meter 440 radio, or at least just a 2-meter single particular radio for this. So check back in the future if you're not into 440. For me out here in hilly area where sometimes it's hard to get into repeaters on 2 meters, 440 is an awesome band for that. So I plan on putting one of these in my vehicle and using it from time to time to monitor some 440 repeaters that I don't have in my other radio. So we'll definitely get some use out of it. They do come with a clip. I haven't put the clip on this one on the back, but it's a very simple operation. Battery is very simple to remove. You've got a little clip down there. I'm going to pull it off here to do it. So you simply just pull up on that piece there. You pull up on it, and you'll slide it right off. A very cool thing about these is you can charge the battery independently of the radio. So if you have a bunch of these lying around, these are lithium-ion battery packs. If you have a bunch of these lying around, you can just charge them up, and you don't need to keep them in the radio to charge them. The radios do come with USB-C cables, and they are just nice-looking little radios. I really like the way they work so far. So remember, you can program these very simply via Bluetooth, and I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. Let me pop that back in there. Okay. Now, if I want to program a new frequency in here, okay, and I hope you guys can see that, I push down on 14. That's an empty frequency. I'm going to edit channel, okay, and I'm going to go to more. So you're going to need to know your offsets on this. This is where you can put your title, like, you know, W7, whatever it's going to be. This is where you put your receive frequency. In other words, that's your offset. I'm sorry, that's your receive frequency. That's your channel that you're going to receive on. This is your offset frequency, your transmit frequency. You do need to know your offsets for 2 meters and 440. In this case, 440, which is 0.5 megahertz. You got your CTCSS. I know, I'll spit it out. DCS codes off on this. You can do a transmit on the codes. You got your codes right there. You've got custom codes as well. You can run through pretty much anything you need to do right there. You can choose high or low on the power. You can choose your bandwidth. You can also choose disable transmit. Now that's kind of handy if you monitor a public service frequency. There aren't really that many left on 440 anymore. But if you monitor a public service frequency, but you don't want to transmit on it, you don't want to accidentally pick up your radio and hit the transmit button, you do have allow scan, which will allow it to scan in the thing, and that's it. When you're done, you just hit save, and you're done. And that's how simple it is. So I'll give you this one up here. This is our local frequency here, and that's what it'll look like. Okay, really, really simple to use. That's our local 440 repeater over at our hospital. So all in all, I am very pleased with this. Like I said, there's much, much more to go into these radios in depth. But I did want to get the word out for you folks so you saw them firsthand. You saw how they operate. You heard the quality. You saw the fact that they transmit. They will transmit back and forth. I really like that. Your location data, back and forth. See, now it's 25 minutes since it's done it. And I really, really do like that feature, because this way you can always know where somebody is. And you can also set up an entire group with these. So if everybody has one of these, and you've got 8 guys, you can do an entire group, and you can at any point go down here and check to see where everybody's been. So definitely cool little feature on them. Again, is it necessary? No, but it's kind of handy, especially in some kind of urban rescue, disaster type situation where you need to know where your teammates are. So that is the Vero VR N75 Bluetooth programmable and GPS enabled HT. They are only in the 440 band for now. I'm sure they got more coming out, either dual band or 2 meters. So don't forget to check it out. They run about 140 bucks. Like I said, I will put a link down below where these are, and you can check them out from there. They're really, really kind of cool radios, but they do take a little bit of learning. So like I said, I'm going to give you the info today. We're going to come back in a week or so, and we're going to do a little bit more on them to show you how they work. We're going to set them up for a scenario, and we're going to show you how they work like that in a team setting. And also, I really am liking the app. By the way, another little side note here is they do have an FM radio in them. Now, I don't have that tuned to a frequency. It's just going to be static. But you can turn on the FM radio right there, and you're ready to go. So that's really, really handy and cool. You can turn on scan on the FM radio and scan through, or you can just do dual channel or single channel for your 440 frequencies. Anyway, folks, like I said, I will put a link down below to these nice little radios. Sound quality on them has been pretty good so far, and you can check them out down there. They run about 140 bucks. Definitely a good start. They got a little 1.77-inch color screen. You've got distance, speed, latitude, longitude, altitude, direction, and temperature, all of not only your information, but your teammates as well when you have it set up in a team setting. So we're going to work on that for the next video, and I will put the link down below to pick these up. Don't forget to check out our Amazon store as well down below. We have a lot of cool stuff in there. Pretty much everything I review in the channel, I try to put in the Amazon store so that you folks can check it out. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link as well. Thrive is slowly getting everything back in stock. They've done really, really well, and stuff is back in stock now. So if you want to try it out, or you want to make your monthly order, if you are a regular customer and you order monthly and you're on a monthly order, I would suggest going in there, picking what you want for your monthly order and making it right away. You can do the ship now. That way you know you're going to get your stuff, but it's no big deal. And don't forget to check out our Food for Patriots link down below. That's preparewithiridium.com. Make sure you get yourself some freeze-dried food. It's kind of set and forget. Put away some water for it because it is freeze-dried. But you get it. It's got 25-year shelf life. You put it away. It's good to go. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Stay safe and stay prepared.